Hello there, it's Bernardo, and you're watching Vibe Code with me. It's this series where I'm reviewing a bunch of AI coding agents. I plan on doing a bigger video with a summary of all my experiences and my recommendations, but these are more unstructured, raw videos where I'm just sitting for 2 hours vibe coding one specific project with a few minutes before and after for setting things up and wrapping up. Uh, and I'm doing the same project in all these agents. So last episode I reviewed Claude Code, and I'm going to continue with the what I'm calling first party agents. That is, coding agents that are maintained by the same companies that have famous models and the models that run behind them. So we looked at Claude Code from Anthropic, the same creators of Claude Sonnet, Claude Opus, the models, probably the most used models for programming. And today we're going to be taking a look at Codex from OpenAI, and soon we're going to be taking a look at Gemini CLI and also Code from other companies that are also providing models. And I think these are really interesting because, you know, for an agent to be good, the agent likely has to have some optimizations in the prompts. Some prompts might work better with one model than the other. So there's a lot of like interesting things that I guess you can have from this vertical integration, like this one agent for this one model. So yeah, so we're gonna be taking a look at Codex. So what is Codex? Codex is two things. So Codex can be the Codex Cloud, which is a background coding agents similar to Devin, Jules from Google, or Cursor background agents. We're not gonna be taking a look at that. I'm gonna do a video on background agents another time. What I'm interested in now is these local agents to run things locally. Connect to your MCP servers and do a bunch of things. And we're gonna be looking at Codex CLI, which is pretty much similar to Claude Code, but for OpenAI models and made by OpenAI. There is this GitHub repository. You can see that it's programmed. Oh, it's Rust. Okay, this is interesting. I think that's a plus. If you're written in Rust, you're better by default. So yeah, I'm just going to yeah. Let's not waste too much time. I'm just gonna jump straight into installing and setting up the project. So yeah, for installation, I'm just going to use Brew. I was in doubt if I was going to use npm or a Brew. I was worried that it was just a JavaScript package. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna go with Brew. Yeah, like for comparison, Cloud Code, I think it's done in JavaScript. I guess I don't know. The only recommended way of installing is with npm. So I'm just gonna go with Brew. I think that's a better way to install this global tool. So I'm just gonna install with Brew. Brew install Codex, and yeah. All right. What is PCRE2? Okay, regular expressions. Perl library. What? Okay. Uh, but yeah, let's see the getting started guide. Let's just see. Okay, there's Codex resume similar to Claude Code. Okay, so we can do the interactive terminal UI, or we can just send a prompt. Okay, the memory lives in agents.md. I like this. Agents.md is a standard that is growing instead of having multiple different formats and file names. I like this. Yeah, I mean it's just a different name in the end. Um, what? Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna set it up. Yeah. So let's do the project setup already. So again, as usual, I have this template. I'm just gonna create a new repository. Gonna call Expensify Codex. Create repository. This should be okay. It's not there yet. All right, it's here. Just gonna clone that. Git clone. All right. Codex. Let's do needs trust needs install pnpm install. And let's do codex. Okay, I might have to edit this out. I'm gonna sign in with ChatGPT. Hope it doesn't show my email. Yeah, gonna be right back. I'm just gonna log in and complete the flow. Yeah, so this is set up. I'm just gonna close this. Go back to my terminal. I'm just make this a little bit bigger. So yeah, signed in with ChatGPT. For a start, how much autonomy you want to grant Codex? Let's see what is this docs. Okay, I guess it's the okay. Config. I can technically use a third-party model, I guess, as long as it is. Okay, so if it is compatible with OpenAI chat completions, you can technically use other models, but I guess you're gonna guess the best value using, you know, OpenAI models. But maybe if you wanna use like OpenRouter, that's cool. MCP, where's the MCP servers? Okay. Oh, the MCP server configuration lives in the codex config. Can I add like for a specific project? How do I add the config like per project? Codex CLI for project config. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what it does. Okay, codex make mistakes. Okay, enter. Yes, allow codex to work on this folder without asking approval. Yes. Should I try? GPT-5 codex. GPT-5 codex. Oh, 1 day ago. We are living in the bleeding edge, folks. I mean, if I had I recorded that on Sunday as I recorded the Claude video, I would not have that. This is how fast, you know, things move into the AI. This the AI world. It's like things change every week, every day, probably. Yeah, let's use the GPT-5 codex. All right, so pretty similar to Claude Code. Init MCP. Okay, how do I add an MCP? Can I do? Okay, ask. Sorry. Codex MCP -help. at a global MCP servers. Okay, let me just try to do one thing. MV source AI. Let's just do one thing. mv.ai instructions, and I'm gonna move to agents.md, and I'm gonna do mv.ai.mcp, and just gonna put like mcp.json here, and I'm gonna do codex. I'm gonna do mcp docs. Okay, so I guess this has to be global, right? Okay, so let me just do one thing. Let me open Codex. Gonna come here. I'm gonna go to MCP JSON, and I'm gonna do Codex MCP add LSP, and that's gonna be MCP language server dash workspace dot dash LSP script language server dash stdio. So I have to Codex MCP. Okay, this is running. And the other one is going to be Codex MCP add Prisma local, and that's going to be npm exec Prisma MCP. I mean, this is fine, right? Like it's okay, Codex MCP. All right, we have two MCP set up. So yeah, this file gonna go. Gonna have .ai. Do I have anything like docs? Memory. Okay. I'm just going to go to agents. Gonna come here and do relevant documentation or Prisma related docs. Docs read for Next.js related docs read. All right, this should be good enough. Yeah, this AI can be deleted. Let's add everything here, and yes, let's go project setup. All right, so let's come to Codex and let's just test explain this code base. Okay, I have Control T for transcript, Control J new line. What? Why do I need to Control J for a new line? And who even does what? Like, oh, literally, can't I do like Shift Enter? Why? I don't even get it. Like, why? Why do you need Control J? Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I mean, I'm spending a lot of tokens. I mean, it's reviewing a lot of things, but yeah, okay. Uh, yeah, pretty similar. I have compact to summarize the context, session configuration and token usage. Oh, come on, it just leaked my email. Why? Okay, sorry. I just had to cut it because it took a while, but also showed a bunch of yeah, showed my email. So don't do the slash status. It will show your email. Let's just read this. High level product vision. Still default. I mean, it's not the default create tree T3. There's a okay. No active work items are tracked. Blend against the PRD. Okay. Backend and data. TRPC routers. Business logic trays inside procedures. Post router. Okay. Prisma model includes post database access. Use a single Prisma client. And transactional testing swaps the helper defined proxy client. Okay. Interesting. I like this high level thing. But yeah, okay. So Control T shows the full transcript. You can see everything that was being sent. You know, yeah, the full transcript. So yeah, let's. I think there's not. Let's see what other commands we have here. Not gonna run status again. MCP just showed the thing. We already saw that. Approvals. I mean, I wonder what like run commands in the workspace means. Can it just do like can we run like download? I don't know. It's weird. I need to. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna start a new session. Yeah. Sorry about the edit, and we're gonna jump into the vibe coding session. We're gonna do 2 hours, so until a little bit before 1 a.m. So let's do it. Okay, let's start vibe coding. So we're gonna start new Codex session, and we're gonna come to our gist, and I'm gonna copy the. Yeah, how do we do doc/product? Okay, so I guess if you just do this. I mean, okay. Since I cannot send a whole folder as context, I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. What? It's opening a branch. What is it? Okay, it has this plan similar to Claude Code. So it's trying to use this tool, the LSP2, to edit the file, but the LSP2, oh man, because the LSP language server, don't Codex CLI have like a file editor tool? Does it have to do? I'm what? Doesn't doesn't it have like a support like for file edits and whatnot? Okay, wait a second. Codex CLI file edit MCP. Like can't it like no, cannot be, come on. That I don't even know if I trust this to continue, but yeah. I wonder if I disable the LSP. Yeah, honestly, I think I will disable the LSP. I hope it. Okay, let me just. The, some parts of task one have already been done. We already have a working sign-in using email code. Also check code with node mailer and next out. Let's see if we can fix that. gonna come here. So. Yeah, my expectations are really low now, honestly. Let's do test user one. Okay, this is slow. Am I crazy? But this seems like 10 times lower than Claude Code. I wonder if we can like integrate Codex CLI with the merge.dev. Not merge.dev, sorry, what is the morph.dev? What? Yeah, okay. Look, let me remove this edit that MCP Codex MCP help remove LSP. I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. I remove the let's do actually I'm just gonna do this status. It's gonna do Codex. Gonna start a new session. Let's continue working on task user one. But yeah, this is slow. I think I will stop talking and edit the video to be like 2x, or maybe you just do 2x, because I'm not sure I can easily do that in my editor. So yeah, just do 2x. This is like 10x. This is so slow. It's hard. It's even hard to vibe. Like, how are you supposed to vibe code like this if you can't, like, if the thing is so slow? I might be doing something wrong. Like, it's been already frustrating, and I heard some. I have a friend of mine that swears by GPT. I'm not sure if it's this agent. I'm not sure if he's using Codex. I think he's, but like this is so slow. Like this is the. I hope at least the results are good. You know, because if the results are good, even if it's slow, if it is cheap enough, it means you can do. You can the background. It means the background agents that they offer are doable, right? I just found a bunch of these background agents, have just my team of coworkers, and have each one of them work on a different part of the code base. No, 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 no. Okay, wait a second. Don't do that. Just check out the schema.prisma from the last Git, from the Git head. Hmm. What is even going on here? Yeah, the experience with Claude Code is mild. It's not even close. It's not even close. Like it's much better. Like it's just another league. Like even honestly, all the other like Kiro, Cursor, Windsurf, GitHub Copilot, everything was bad. I think only Junie was this bad. Like Zed AI, not even Zed using Claude Code. Like Zed AI was much better than this. Yeah, it's gonna be hard doing these videos after work, late night, because if the thing is boring, I will get really tired. Yeah, let's see how this. Yeah, I think now it is. This is how you're gonna edit the thing. Really, you're gonna rewrite everything. Okay, yeah, you got the editing. So so I guess the thing has a tool called edit file, and because I added an MCP that had an edit file command, it just it just messed things up. Yeah, let me do a few things, by the way. Uh, Also, yeah, I'm gonna do a few things. We test, run. Yes. Okay, it is progressing. Let's see. So yeah, so don't add an MCP server that has edit file tool. It will just mess with your agent, with the codex. Yeah, so MCP LSP. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Honestly, now I think I really want to test Crush. So Crush already integrates with LSP. Yeah, I've been. Let me open one thing here. So I'm now doing this. But this is all the stuff that I want to do. I got asked to do tray IDE slash code. I just do code here. Solo. So I want to test this. But yeah, these are the while this. Yeah, I'm just gonna chat while this slow things runs. Like, look at that, it's so slow. But yeah. It's interesting, like a lot of these tools. Actually, I'm not gonna do try plugin. I'm not gonna review this separately. But a lot of the tools like Codex, Claude Code, Try. I think nowadays even Cursor can be run as a plugin for JetBrains or VS Code. Okay, so I guess when it wants to create a file, it's using cat, but then when it wants to edit the thing, it's using the edit file tool, which is this thing here. But yeah, really bad experience. I guess. Yeah, I guess with these things, you just run, go get a coffee. Yeah, just let it run, and then you come back and see. Yeah, so see now you use the edit tool, edit file tool, which was conflicting with the LSP so bad. Yeah. Let me just move this guy. So this I'm gonna put it up here. So Crush, Aider, and OpenCode are like bring your own model kind of thing. Like they are more generic open source stuff. And then this Code command. I'm not sure if there's a lot of difference between Code command and Code and Codo gen. command versus merge. Oh, command versus gen. Interesting. By the way, this could be cool. So I can open my desktop, then go to my couch and use my phone. But yeah, I want to test these folks. Code aware. Yeah, whatever. I'm just deviating now. Let's go back to this. Oh, interesting. I can see what is the cheapest one. Oh, the same price. Okay, it's creating the components. Yeah, that's a migration. So okay, post is gone. Nice. Yeah, I just deleted everything, so you're not gonna have a reference for how to test things. Who deleted the only file with an example on how to write tests for the TRPC router? I mean, it did the test correctly. Not gonna even say anything. Oh, we probably read before. Okay, this is cool. It didn't get lost in the context. Likely was able to find. Yeah, this is cool. I'll give you that. Perfect. Now there's just a few things that are fading. Likely. Sorry, my wife just came here. Yeah, let's. Yes, allow. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, so it's been trying to. Yeah. The middleware approach is complicated when you have to. You have to like do the extend. Like have a shared thing, but I guess it's normally just easier to just. RPC server. RPC. SP restart. Hmm. And I can likely do that. Yeah, I honestly think it's easier to not use these and just have like a function where you pass the input. Yeah, I think I would ask it to just have like a helper functions that takes an input that already has the organization ID defined, like takes the context and an input. I think it's better. If we go to organization router, it would be easier to hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think we could have a function to like require admin where we pass the context and the input. The input needs to have organization ID. Where's the context defined? Okay, let's okay. Instead of using gRPC middlewares for the authorization, let's just create helper functions that take context and input and return validate membership role. Yeah. Okay, actually, there are some type check issues. Fix them. want to see what it does. I guess instead of as, I guess you can do like satisfies. Hmm. Do type context. How do we do that? TypeScript again? weighted. Yeah, honestly, I think it's easier. Honestly, I think it is easier to just use a helper function that takes the authenticated context plus input with organization ID and validate membership role. Hmm. It's over engineering, you don't need that. Because if you go to here, session is already not new. Yeah, I think it's gonna figure it out. But the LSP new Vim has been so crazy. Okay, just one thing. gRPC. All right. Okay. Can run check. Nice. npm and test. Okay. Let's do some npm dev, and let's check local host. Let me close this. Clear. Sign in. Example.com. Oh, I forgot to do Docker Compose maybe. Localhost 8025. Sign in. Okay. New org. Create. Let's do someone at example.com. Okay, I have a token is here. Let's do localhost 300. Sign in. Someone at example.com. Localhost 8025. Let's sign in. Okay. Already shows it here. Just accept. All right. Yeah, I mean it's working out just fine. Yeah, honestly this is good enough. Just gonna org management and invitation close. All right. Just gonna let's do test 002. Let it do it. Yeah. while this does this, I'm just gonna be right back. Gonna get some water and be right back. Oh, sorry. Just gonna allow this command. Be right back soon again. Sorry, I was really craving some butter and jelly toasts. Yes. It's funny because it does have, when it came to edit files, it did use the LSP edit file too when it shouldn't be using, but when we came to run the migrations, it's not using the Prisma LSP tool configured. This unique name thing is so silly. Yeah. I don't know where it got this requirement from, but I guess it was for me. But yeah. It kind of failed. It didn't walk the session properly. I don't think I should be doing this late night because I'm just so tired. And I have foot volley practice tomorrow, uh, early. So yeah, probably shouldn't do it. How much would it cost to? So GPT-5 Codex. Yeah, let's do those GPT-5. Okay, so 1 million tokens is about $1.25, and we are 500,000, so this would have costed, 60 cents. It says it's done. Let's see. Let's see how it looks like. Travel, flights, hotels, taxis, etc. All right. Seems to work. funny, like it shows all of these things, but weird. I don't know. Let's do travel. It'll be the same thing. If I try to do travel 2. Alright. Travel. Try to edit these now to travel. Should also fail. If I delete this, should be able to delete. This almost great, but why normal users? It's working fine. Just do one thing though. Test. It is working fine, but I can't see. Yeah, oh, whatever. I think this is good enough. Working fine. Let's commit the changes. I think this is interesting. I think it runs in kind of like a sandbox environment. So some stuff that it runs on its own shell, it cannot actually do it. So then it has to request a command. But it tries to do some of the stuff like independently. I think is like the auto mode. Is that? And that is quite cool, honestly, because it means I think they're trying to aim for a good balance of independency and safety, which I think is quite interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do the push myself. Perfect. I'm gonna do the compact. Let's see how the compact goes. Okay, so let's do task 003. Let's see how fast it does this. mapping out steps to add a new helper function that validates membership. Wait, there's already... Yeah, honestly, I liked Claude Code plan mode, where it would end up with a plan, and then I could refine on the plan and then ask it to do it. I'm gonna let it run. It's gonna do this weird thing. I'm gonna edit the... yeah. Interesting. Now it used the tool. Before it was using running command. Maybe the context had too much stuff and... Let me just say a word of advice. Prisma decimals serialize in TRPC as votes which befit weirdly in TRPC. My suggestion is to pass things as strings on the TRPC layer, and then either deal with them as strings and use Zod to parse into decimals. What are you doing? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? I wonder if the RPC can get like the Zod, like type before it transforms. You know what I mean? Like, how does it do this? Hmm. Prisma decimal. Where's it? What kind of got? Docs. Decimal. Decimal JS. Okay, so yeah, I guess we could use a codec. Uh, This file is huge. Yeah, I guess we should just like redo the UI. I'll just do something like maintain.dev. This is cool. Compose. On npm test reset instead. Yeah, this sandboxing, something is just weird. Let's see what we have. All right. Let's come here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, the UI is cool. Per month. So I have 1,000 without to approve. How to approve admin payable policy per month. Another rule. Okay. Tested the UI and we do. Let's wrap up, update the test file and okay, commit. This likely should have been caught, right? You know what? I'm just going to shoot test 003, whatever. Not sure. Yeah, the sandbox is interesting, but it's causing some trouble. I want to continue with the tasks. Let's rewrite. Let's redesign the UI using we also want to ensure separate have a dashboard separate app in multiple pages to ensure we can grow from here. Some pages will be admin only. Example, policy listing, policy management. Some pages will be for our members, but work differently. Between rows, member can see other members, but should not be able to invite or see, remove members, etc. But only admins should be able to manage invites and members, roles, etc. We need a organization switcher at top. Organization should be based on the URL /ID/ we need to have, when user logs in, redirect to the first returned arg from redirect the first returned arg from arg list. There's special on the org list there is an option to drop down. You can also see our invites to join new orgs and have the option to create a new org. Some specific non-org scoped pages. Special onboarding empty ugly state and the create org form. When the user logs in and doesn't belong to any org, we move them to a special page that is not org scoped. That shows an option to create an org and list all the invites. The org scoped pages all share the same shell, while the non-org scoped pages can have a simpler shell. In all cases, we should have a drop down somewhere showing the current user, logout button, etc. Just wanna, this is deviating a little bit just because just wanna see what it can do with a more like. has 10 minutes. Let's see if it can do this in 10 minutes. Well, it did a good job on reading the instructions that we have about like having a task file. I don't even know what tabular react icons. What the hell is that? What is tabular? Why? What? It literally got like. We don't need meantime next. npm js.conf meantime next. Yeah, maybe. It doesn't say anything about meantime next. It doesn't use, it just uses meantime hooks and core. Yeah, that was too much of an ask. But I bet Claude Code would do this really fast. Mountain hate doesn't need emotion anymore. Please read the doxing. Codex. Try fetching docs now. Yeah, I guess if you want to read docs, you. Yeah, likely. I think for Codex to work nicely, you're gonna need something like Context 7 MCP properly set up, because otherwise it's not gonna be. Yeah, okay. Not enough time. I'm gonna stop it here. I mean, I'm gonna leave it running, but yeah, I think this is all I'm gonna do for this today's video. Okay, so final thoughts about Codex. it is a really similar-ish experience to Claude Code. However, I think it's not there yet. It uh, it feels a little bit slower, although if I compare, it was on par with some of the other models I tested. There was some weird quirks. So yeah, for example, it got lost on how to edit files because I had an MCP2 for the LSP, the MCP language server thing exposed an edit file, and then it was thinking that this was its own edit file thing and was just going crazy. Uh, there were issues with the trying to run some commands. We were like, oh, I cannot do that, and they would just like print out a Python script and run. I was like, what the hell is even that? Like, it just feels a little bit weird, right? Like, just it's not how I would approach stuff. That being said, I think it did alright. Like it managed to do a bunch of things. I let it running on the doing the Mentine thing. I was going to try. I was trying to see how it would like fetch things from the web, and then I learned about another quirk, which is again I have mixed feelings. On one way, it's really interesting. The sandboxing feature means you know we can feel a little bit safer on what it can do. Like if it tries to remove a file somewhere else in the system, it will not let it run. I'm not sure how good the sandboxing is or what are the features. Like does it use like OS level feature? I'm not sure, but it is interesting. And I remember seeing that in a blog post that they made about alignment and same time you want alignment, but you also want protection. So it is an interesting thing, but that means whenever you want to fetch the docs, you need to change the allowance thing. So yeah, honestly, I think what you should do is to use this effectively. You should have a good selection of MCP servers. Although because it mistakes its own edit file with the thing, you have to be careful what MCP servers you add here. I think the LSP one is useful maybe for debugging, but then for average usage, I guess it doesn't matter that much. So maybe so I'll definitely think something for getting docs or long-term memory storage or something, or maybe just downloading the LLM txt files for the stuff you use and keeping it there and putting it in your instruction file. I think would be a good thing. So yeah, so the sandboxing is interesting, but can get in the way sometimes. But yeah, I think this is an interesting take, and it's a little bit different from the other things I've used. So I like the experience. I still prefer Claude Code, and yeah, I think it was all right. But I also had some weird things. I had to restart. The sandboxing also failed. Sometimes I had to restart the thing for it to go back to work. Like even accessing localhost, it would stop working suddenly out of nowhere. So the networking sandboxing thing is not like production ready, if you wish. But yeah, I think it was an interesting experience, and I honestly recommend people trying, especially if you're paying for. So if you're paying for ChatGPT Plus or OpenAI, I don't even know the name of the plan. Like I've been. This is probably the AI thing that I've been paying for the longest. I actually started paying OpenAI even before ChatGPT when they had the Dolly. I was doing image generation, so I've been paying for this for the longest. So I guess for the price you pay, like is an additional thing that is included in the in the same OpenAI pricing. So I think that's a plus, no pun intended, with the plan name. But yeah, so if you're already paying for that and you want to give it a try, I definitely recommend. I think you can do useful things. The quality of the code was alright. It especially its ability to fix mistakes. So for example, the tests have this weird specific setup in this case that I made, right? it would like not mock the out library, and then it run a test, it will see the error, and then like, oh yeah, actually I know how to fix it. And also I think the context window is really big, which meant, and also I think it works well. Yeah, I guess when it's in context work well. So the point is, for example, there was a time where it deleted the file that had the example implementation, but because it was still in the huge context window, it knew what to do without any issues. So a big context window is a plus. Yeah, it follows the instructions really well. Like when I asked it to do something outside of the existing test, it actually went ahead and created a new test. So yeah, I think it's a solid like A, maybe B tier model. Yeah, maybe I should do a tier list of these things. But yeah, I hope you liked it. Again, subscribe if you want to see the actual comparison final organized video, and leave a like if you like the video. And thanks so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.